All right, so it's 5:30. This is the witching hour. I'm gonna start cooking dinner. And as normal, my 13-year-old has to correct me because she decided to tell me it's 5:32. Thanks. Getting out my ingredients and tools to prepare this kind of chicken pad thai. That clanging noise is the unicorn husband working out in the garage. And as I was saying earlier, the noodle box has the recipe for an organic Thai brown rice noodles with tofu and a savory sauce of plant-based goodness. So my sauce is going to be 2 tablespoons of chili paste, brown sugar, tamarind paste, lime juice, soy sauce, and garlic minced. Well, that's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. We're not really going to use all of that because we need to use what we have. I do have this gochujang. We're going to use half of a tablespoon because of the spicy asshole situation I talked about earlier. We don't want that. We're going to use a little bit of it, and I am going to put all of these ingredients in the bowl so that I can set it aside and get it going in a little while. And that reminds me to go ahead and start heating up the wok because I need to make sure that it's hot for when I want the chicken to cook quickly, but not too super hot because it is a non-stick pan and I don't want it to burn. And I realize you guys can't see me, so I'm gonna move this fancy little island here so that you guys can see. Oh, look at that. Let there be visual. All right. What else we got going on here? Oh yeah, brown sugar. It wants 1/3 cup. And 1/3 cup here. Now I also don't have tamarind paste, but you can substitute tamarind paste for brown sugar and vinegar. So I'm gonna go extra on the brown sugar here because you want a kind of sweet and tangy flavor, and that's what tamarind is. So I'm just gonna go a little extra on that. Throw it in the sink from a child labor to take care of later. All right, lime juice. I get that from the fridge because this lime is not for juicing. This lime is for garnish. This lime, yeah, that's like a tablespoon. And soy sauce. We're also just gonna dump this in here. That's a tablespoon. That's a tablespoon. And the tang we were talking about for that substitute tamarind paste, we're just gonna do rice vinegar. Now, these are my sauce ingredients. Popping all that together, setting it aside. It looks like this. Yeah, pretty normal looking, I guess. Kind of chunky, kind of red. Nothing crazy. Now the pan is warming up. I'm going to put some of this stuff away to get it out of the way so that I can start chopping up this chicken and start heating up my oil. Now, the box wants me to use peanut oil. I also don't have peanut oil, and I'm not gonna go buy peanut oil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix olive oil with a little bit of sesame oil, because this can be very overpowering in flavor, and this has a better heat conductivity. So I'm gonna pour this in my pan. Let's see it right there. And literally just a spot of sesame oil. I know you heard the alarm system go off again. All right. What else do our instructions tell us? Stir sauce ingredients, we did that. Non-stick wok, medium-high heat. Says to cook the tofu, we're cooking chicken, until they're golden brown. Remove the tofu, add the sauce, stir in the sauce, add cooked noodles. We need to cook our noodles. Unicorn husband, he's so hot. And then divide upon 4 plates. So I'm gonna start getting noodles going, and then I'm gonna cook chicken and vegetables. Here we go. I'm gonna cook noodles in a shallow pan. I can use less water. They cook faster and more evenly. And they're in these little nesty looking things, so they're gonna cook quickly. I'm also going to be able to do less removing this way, because I am an American housewife and I don't really like using a whole lot of pots and pans, and I don't like doing a whole lot of removing and using more dishes. So I'm going to cook noodles and frozen mixed vegetables in there, and I'm going to cook chicken and fresh mixed vegetables in here. And then I'm gonna junk it all up, and I'm gonna slap it on some paper plates, and I'm gonna say, dinner is ready, family. Now, bean sprouts are the part that they don't like, and they are going to be out of their comfort zone, as well as mushrooms. I like mushrooms. They're also very high in vitamin D. Vitamin D is what we are short on in America, and they're really good for your mental health. Now this is a mixture of gourmet mushrooms, shiitake, portobello, oyster, and cremini. Now, all of these, when you're cooking them, don't crowd them. Let them get some space, cook them nice and evenly, and don't mess with them. We're gonna cook them by themselves. That is where I'm gonna be picky. And I'm gonna cook them first, alone, and then I'm gonna throw everything all junky in there. Don't let the dogs eat these. If you knock them on the floor, pick them up. They are poisonous to dogs. All right, I know what I'm doing now. At least I think so. I'm gonna put the instructions away. I'm gonna put y'all on pause for a little bit. Remember, I'm cooking chicken in the wok and the fresh vegetables, but I'm cooking the mushrooms first. I'll let you see them as I go. However, it's gonna take me a little while to get the noodles boiling. So, put you on pause for just a second. Okay?